Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Emma and I do videos about colouring and collage. Sometimes I do them together and sometimes I do them separately. But today I've got a really cool haul for you of lots of colouring supplies and a little bit of collage in there as well. The first supply I've got is Paul Rubens' Hair oil pastels. So I have been holding off on getting the oil pastels to colour in my colouring books. Only reason why is because when I think of oil pastels, all I think of is mess. Like when I was younger and I used oil pastels, I made a mess. There was a mess everywhere. So that's been putting me off, but the more I see Coloured by Maya use them, I am intrigued because she does an amazing job with them. So she has convinced me through watching her videos that I should get them and give them a go. And hopefully I don't make a really, really big mess. So I ended up getting these ones here. I haven't swatched them or anything. I actually have been out of action for a whole month. I've been really sick and so has my daughter. So I haven't been able to do any colouring at all. So unfortunately I don't have a finished pages video for this month. So I haven't done any swatching or anything like that either. So I have to swatch these, but these are the colours. So they're really, really nice colours. I really like them. They're really deep. They seem quite like jewelry colours to me. So I'm looking forward to swatching them and giving them a go. And hopefully I don't get oil pastel everywhere. I also got blending stumps to go with my oil pastels. I don't know, the thought of using my fingers kind of freaks me out. I actually don't mind getting messy. I'm not a not messy person, but I don't know. I don't know if I like the feeling of my fingers. So I got these just in case I don't, and also just to get into the little sections. I also got these Chromatek watercolor brush pens. So at the moment, I have been using my Crayola Super Tips. And don't get me wrong, they're bloody awesome and I love them. And because I enjoy using them so much, I thought I would get these Chromateks to see if they're any better. So let's open up the box and see what we've got. So, first of all, they come with this cool little watercolor tutorial pad. If you can see just the line so you can practice. If you go onto their website, which is chromatek.net tutorials, they do have quite a few tutorials for this book. So you can practice using these watercolor brushes. So with the 54 pack, you get the 3 color packs. You also get 4 water pens, which always come in handy. You get a thin, a medium and a thick. And 2 mediums, one slightly thicker than the other. And to be honest, you can never have enough water pens because, well, my bristles always get pretty disgusting after a while. I haven't swatched them yet. I have used them in one book just to try them out. This was because I got these last month. I've just been holding on to them to show them in my haul. So I did a little bit here in Escape to Oz, just in these red poppies. And I don't know if you can see, but I didn't think they were great. The lay down was really hard. Like, they're not juicy. I couldn't get anything out of them. And then, I don't know, when I put the water down, they just didn't work as nicely. So in this book, I use my Crayola Super Tips a lot. And you can see the difference. Like, the Crayola Super Tips lay down beautifully. Compared to these ones, they were not, I'll find it again. Yeah, they were not great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a go on the paper that they supplied and see if it's any different. So I'm just going to use the pad that they supplied and we'll see how we go. So you can probably see just by then that when I place it down, it is not juicy at all. It's really hard to get any pigment out. Colouring in and staying in the lines will be hard and impossible. because the pen brush is not great. And it's just like, it's hard work to get anything out of it. So let's use the water pen and let's see. The pigment spread's nice. I'm not upset about that, but it's just that initial lay down. It should not be that much hard work. Try another colour. Okay. See, the same thing. You can really see when I'm putting it down. It's just really hard to get it on. I'm actually very, oh, sorry, the light's just completely changed in here. Hopefully it's not too bright now, but it's very hard to get down. It flows nice. Like if you look at that final thing, it looks good, but yeah. So for comparison, I'm just going to pop a Corolla Super Tip down and we will see how beautifully they go on. Juice just flows out. And I don't think that they will spread as well. They don't. So the pigment doesn't spread as well, but the go down is not a problem. So I'm not super impressed, but I will use them, probably just for smaller spaces. But if you do see, they do have a much better blend out than those Crayola Super Tips. But I really do enjoy using the Crayola Super Tips. But I'll give them another go. You know when you get new supplies, they just have their little quirks and the little things that you have to work out to make them work for you. So I think that's all I have to do is give them some more time, and hopefully I will be a bit more impressed by them in another month or so when I've practiced. I also got Spectrum Noir Tri-Blends, alcoholic markers. So I don't know about anywhere else, but over here in Australia, these are pricey. So I've been putting off getting them as much as I've wanted them, but I found someone that was selling them secondhand, and she did say she hadn't used them much. So I am putting my trust in that. And they were a quarter of the price. So I got a few colours just to see, and I love them. So they come in two different types. So they come in the shades, which I got most of, the blends. So the way these work is they have 3 pens in one. So they go from a light, a mid to dark. So you've got your light colour here, and then a mid to a dark. And so supposedly these are supposed to make a beautiful blend. So you don't have to go through all your alcohol markers and work out which colours work well together, because these are perfect. So they have the blends, and then they also have the shades. I bought mostly blends, and I only actually bought 1 shades. So it's the same story basically. So you get a light, a mid, and a dark. And although I found that this one does blend quite well, I don't think they're made to blend perfectly, but they're just different shades of the same colour. So here are my swatches that I've done. So these are the colours that I've got here, and you will see how well they blend. So I've got ice blue, vintage blue, aqua blue, true blue, jade green, light green, alpine green, dull green, yellow green. And then here we've got earth brown, burnt orange, yellow gold, magenta, coral, dark red, and pink violet. So you can see the blends are pretty nice. And here, so they're the shades. That one's not the best. There's a few that aren't really spectacular, but I find these blues are quite good. But that's the shade down here. So that's the shade. So you can see, I mean, I don't think that blends too badly. I mean, it's not as good as this aqua blue here, but it doesn't blend too badly. Okay, so let's have a demonstration of how they work. We'll just do the jade colour, the jade green. I love jades. So when you lay down, you're supposed to go with your light colour, and you're supposed to cover most of the area in the light colour. and then grab your mid. So you'll notice that the light colour has the most, and just go over a little bit of the light. Grab that light when it's still wet, and then just go over that blended area. Grab your dark. Go over a little bit of the mid. Grab that mid again, and then blend that in just the way you did with the light. And then what I do at the very end is I'll grab that light again, and I will just go over everything super quickly just to help that blend. You can see here, the blend is really nice. So it works really well, and I have found the trick to getting that beautiful blend is to work super quickly. So you want to keep the blend going when it's still juicy and still wet, so you can move the colour around. But I've really enjoyed using these. I've also been stockpiling these to show you guys in my haul, so I have used them a little bit and I've really enjoyed them. So I wish that I got more colours, but I'm super happy with what I did get. Okay. All right, I also got this one. This is a bit of a weird one. This is for my collaging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collage this board game. So this is just a Kmart version. I think it's called Sorry or Trouble. I don't know if it's Sorry or Trouble, but you'll know what I mean. So this is my family's favourite game. We love playing this, but we've got a really old version that the clicker does not work very well anymore. We've worn it out, and it's, what is it? It's frozen. Like, it's a frozen one from when my little girl was tiny. So what I've decided to do is this one here pops off. So what I'm going to do is I'll take that whole back off here, and I will collage on here. So I'm going to make a brand new board. It'll be the same board game, obviously, but the board will be completely different. I'll use the same colours, so I'll still match up the yellow, blue, red, and the teal, but I will completely cover it in collage. So I'm really looking forward to that. Something really fun. And I did see ages and ages ago, someone did a similar sort of thing with a board game, but they didn't collage. What they did was I think it was the same board game actually, and they used clay and built it up at the top, and it looked amazing. So that gave me the idea, oh, I can collage it. So I think it's just something fun, and I will show videos of me doing each section. But I think it'll be fun. Something different than just collaging on plain paper. I also got this Deco foil adhesive pen. Look, I've ripped it open, and I try to keep the packaging because I knew I had a video, but it didn't work. But what it is basically just a pen with the glue in it. So it's got a tip like this. And you do also get a spare tip down here, which is awesome. So basically it's got the glue in, and you can do some nice thin lines and then use your foil on top. So I've been wanting to use foil in my colouring books, but when I use them on my other craft, it seems to just make a big mess. But I usually use the glue that comes in like a little bottle with a brush, and it doesn't seem to go where you want it to. So I thought this would be perfect for doing those nice thin lines. So hopefully it works. I will use it maybe this month, and we'll see how we go. The other thing I got was these fluoro gel pens. So I've been really looking for some fluoro gel pens, and when I tried them in the shop, they are great. So I'll show you what they look like. If you look at it, the colours do look nice. Nice and bright. But you try and put those colours over Prismacolors, you're going to dig your head in. So basically, I did about 5 lines over the top of each other to make this work all over Prisma. So basically, Prisma is the pencil of my choice, and I use it all the time, and it doesn't really help if these don't go over the top of them. So, I mean, I can use them over, I can probably use them over alcohol markers and when I use my other type of markers. And maybe they'll work over activated ink tints, but I'll have to check that. So I'm a little bit disappointed, but I think I still can use them. So I will stick with it and see how we go. So that's it, guys. That is my haul for probably this month, last month, and a little bit of the month before. And I do have a couple of other really cool things to come, but I think I'll just wait and do a mini haul when they come. So thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye.